Well, hello everyone. We're back out at the property where we're building our house, and we're going to do a little maintenance to our excavator. You all know this guy, right? The AGT Industrial QK16R. R. Hey, that's a pirate machine right there. R. Whatever. You know, it's kind of crazy because through the camera it looks blue, but it's actually green, you know, like a turquoise almost. But there's Winnie. There's my construction dog. I don't flash my wiener too much. Alrighty, so what we're doing today is we're going to do the 50-hour oil change. I know, and we'll probably pull out the air filter and clean that out, knock it out a little bit. So right now, we got 50 hours on our... let's pretend we don't see that. But anyway, these engines here, I thought I had like 67. Lay all the joking aside, I thought I had a little more hours on it. I thought I had almost 70. But anyway, these engines here, generator motors, lawnmower motors, you know, you want to change them about 50 hours of usage because, you know, especially with something like this that doesn't have an oil filter, at least I don't see one. They tend to not filter the oil. So when the oil gets dirty, it gets dirty, and there's nothing to clean it out, any particulates. Because pretty much an engine like this, the crankcase kind of just splashes oil everywhere. It picks it up in the crankcase and then it just splashes it everywhere, and that's how it oils. So there's no oil pump, so there's nothing to pump through a filter. Now, my mower over there, that's at 120 hours, and I'm 20 hours over oil change on that. Hopefully my son gets to that today. But we're concentrating on this guy because this guy is the one I'm using. We're actually backfilling the long back wall right there. We're backfilling the exterior. We've got it waterproofed and everything. Something that just drives me nuts is this has 3 layers, that has 3 layers, and that side seems just so much higher. But it's the grade comes up, and it's an optical illusion because I've taken a level across here, just perfectly level, and then we take it across the corner here, perfectly level, take it across here, perfectly level, and then we take it out here, perfectly level. So it's like the foundation is level, but that optical illusion just makes me feel like, man, I fucked up somewhere. But anyway, on to what we're doing here. As with all Chinese equipment, you start to notice that bolts start coming loose, and the thin metal shielding start to crack and stuff. And so that's why Mr. Trump is trying to get everything to be made in America, where we could take pride in made America, so we stop buying this Chinese crap. But, yeah, because American stuff, something of this caliber would be like $35,000. I can't afford that from my property. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is the hole you would put oil into. But the thing is this here is not a dipstick. And someone told me that the dipstick is on the other side because there's 2 of them. Kind of like my little generator I have. It has 2 of them. So we're going to pull off this bolt here. We're going to open up the side and try to get the dipstick out so that we can see exactly where that dipstick is, because I've never checked it out. And this is just a plug, so it's hard to check your oil level when you don't have a dipstick. So let's open this up and find out. See, this is something that doesn't make sense with this machine here, is they have a bolt right here, and this is on a hinge here, right? It's on a hinge. So you're supposed to be able to open it up to inspect the engine. But the floor plate is in the way. How freaking stupid is that? So in order to get access to the whole thing, you got to take out these 2 bolts too. Isn't that the most stupid design? Can't wait to get American equipment back. Alrighty guys, well, I'm going to pull off those so we can pull this whole thing out so I can show you properly what's behind this panel, because I think it's important to show you some things on it that you may not be aware of. You know what though? I think it'd be kind of important to go ahead and get this oil drain in here. So, as you can see here, there's not really any good way of draining this, but this is the drain plug down here. It's directly below. And when you go to drain this, it's pretty much just gonna run across this plate. You kinda gotta hope and pray that it goes down into your collection. But let me work on getting that loose. I may have to go get a 11 millimeter? Huh, odd size. Alright, so I had to run back up to the shop to grab some tools so I could properly drain this. I'm gonna get this in here. Try to catch it all. Try to catch it all. But it's gonna start gushing out. Once the drain plugs out, I'll move the container in so we can pick it up. Whoa, look at that. Look at that mess. Look at that mess. Alright. So all we could do is just position it in there to try to catch the rest. Isn't this the most sloppiest way to change your oil? I guess we could do like a hose down in that hole right there and just suck it out, but what's the fun in that, you know? So I'm gonna let this drain and then I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I cleaned up the little oil that did spill out here, and I put the plug back in. Ooh, out of focus! And now we're going to pull off that front cover I was showing you. Alrighty folks, well, like I was telling you, that other plug is right here. The starter wires might get in the way here, but let's see if there's actually a dipstick in there. Let's see if my viewers are telling the truth. Oh, look at that. Now, why they would put a dipstick up front where you have to pull off a big old cover when they could have put it in that hole right there and made it so much easier. I don't know why they did that to us. Maybe the Chinese hate Americans. Okay, so we'll put that other drain plug, or that other fill plug right there. And we'll reinstall this, and then we'll continue with putting some oil back in our excavator. Alright, so we'll take a quick look at the oil. I did notice a little bit of milkiness at the very bottom. You remember back when my excavator got filled full of water in the exhaust? Well, a little bit did get in there, but it wasn't too much to where I had to worry about it. It doesn't look like it was flooded. It just has just a haze of milkiness that was at the bottom of the crankcase. So yeah, well, actually it was probably riding on top of the oil considering it drained down, but you know what I mean. You're pretty smart. You watch Cobra Vids. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put oil back in it, and we're going to use our newfound dipstick to tell us when it's full. It is tilted kind of back a little bit, so I'll definitely compensate for that as well. We'll probably just fill it in until it starts pouring out. I don't know. Whatever. Alrighty folks, I went ahead and filled it up till it was dumping out. It is tilted back, so I think now that it's pouring out, I plugged it in while it was trying to come out, so I think that's going to be fine. It took about 1.5 quarts, and that's pretty much what I got out of it. So we're going to be ready to get back in action now. I just got to put this cover back on, and we can get back to digging, or actually backfilling. So, alrighty guys, that's going to be it for changing the oil on this beast. I hope this helps you find all the things that you need to find to get it done right. Now I got the dipstick back where it'll actually work. Whoever decided to put the dipstick up there, he's a real dipstick. So, when I'm done really doing a lot of work with this machine, I'm going to have my son pressure wash the heck out of it. That's part of the benefits of having a son that does detailing. He'll get this thing looking brand new again. Because boy, it is sure filthy. Alrighty guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, then you know what? What are you doing? crash. Stay safe, stay free. We're out of here. We're gonna go get some work done.